Welcome to Draw With Me Kids Edition, episode 4-5.
Valentine's Day, so hearts and cupids. We hope you guys are ready to get those valentines out, because we are. Get your pens, your pencils ready. And here we go.
Yay! We did ice hog, so it was my ice hog, and then I did the winter queen girl.
I like your winter queen girl. She looks like she's preparing some snowballs, either for some sculpting or for some snowball fighting. I'm not sure which.
And we were watching Winterlude today at school online.
Oh, cool.
Because we were watching the YouTube video that they posted.
Yay! So Winterlude officially started on the 5th. So we were right. It's kind of thought we weren't. And what else do you have in there? Do you have another one to show?
And there's your ice hog.
That's my dude. My version of the ice hog.
Popping out of his hole in the ground.
Yay! I thought it was funny that one of our friends and viewers commented that once upon a time she wore the ice hog mascot costume. She was an ice hog. I think that's really cool. Split the screen.
Hi, guys.
There's Miss Rainbows. You get to see her today, and you're going to get to see me on my big sketchbook page today. I found my old sketchbook that I had. Look at all these lovely scribbles. They're Miss Rainbows when she was super small. So, I found an old sketchbook.
Trying to adjust the camera here, guys.
So you know what? What? I'm over here. All right. So are you guys ready? Miss Rainbows, are you going to take us through how to draw a heart? Yeah. You lift that. I'll bring this forward. 1, 2, 3. Teamwork makes the dream work. So what are we going to do first?
So I'm going to teach you guys how to draw a heart. So it's very easy. This is my way on how I easily draw a heart.
All right.
First, we're going to draw an upside down triangle with this point down towards the bottom.
Okay. I have my upside down triangle. Now what?
Now you're going to draw 2 semicircles like this on top of the heart. And then you see where we're going. Let's grab our, and I have to find it again, eraser. And we can erase the top line from our triangle.
That's a pretty nice heart. It's a pretty good heart. Yeah, no, that was us. We didn't even realize we didn't have this beautiful microphone on. It was us. And I was like, I just said it, but no. So don't worry, it wasn't you guys.
Oh, yeah.
So that's an easy way to draw a heart. Can I show another easy way to draw a heart?
How do you select it? Okay.
Oh, are you going to select it? Well, now what are you going to do?
How do you move it?
You use the little cross button there. Oh, there you go. You got it. So another way you can draw a heart, very much like Miss Rainbows did with basic shapes.
I am learning how to move stuff.
She's learning Photoshop.
How do you? Can I?
And it gives you a different shape. Is to draw a diamond or a square. That's sort of a diamond shaped. Oh, sorry, can't really see that. It's going to come on camera. Okay. And draw your, now you have 2 spots to draw your semicircles right off the edge. Like that. So that's another way you can draw.
And then you can erase it.
And then you can erase the lines.
I just might need a second every time you draw a new heart shape.
That's
so
fine.
I can adjust it.
And that's another easy way to do a heart using the basic shapes. You had your square and then your circle, which we split into 2 halves, 2 semicircles. And then if you're really, really, really freewheeling it, actually I do have trivia. I remember it now. If you really want to freewheel it, just do a curve and then a straight line down.
If you know how to make a cup or a mug with that little curve on it, you can take that and you can erase the mug part except for that little curve.
Holy Hannah. Okay, I'll go with that. So for me...
And then do another one there.
There you go. I have pretty easy time of drawing hearts because I've been drawing hearts for a very, 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 very long time. So I know that a few people had said in one of our other shapes sessions that they were having a lot of trouble drawing hearts because they couldn't get this even. They didn't get the symmetry on it. And you can even draw a heart that's not symmetrical if you wanted to do something creative and bouncy. So don't worry about it if your hearts aren't symmetrical.
Mine are never symmetrical.
Well, that's okay. It's all about practice.
Oh, I know.
And expressing. That's why you're telling everybody yours are hardly ever symmetrical, right? All right.
I have
You can do another one for us? Another lesson?
I have.
Or is this trivia?
I have a little. I'll tell you my trivia after I do this lesson.
Okay.
But I'm gonna teach you how, you know, in some books and things with Cupid has a bow and the Loveheart Arrows. I'm gonna teach you guys how to make the Loveheart Arrows. So first, depending on which way you want your love arrow pointing, draw 2 parallel lines just like that.
I'm making mine stand straight up.
And
okay, 2 parallel lines. I like this.
I'm just making mine a little bit smaller. Go. And next, you're going to draw a heart shape on the tip.
Aha.
And it's pointing in. The tip on the bottom is pointing wherever the arrow is going to be pointing. So it could be any kind of heart shape.
So I just used my square to make sure I could find the middle part is what I did. I used the diamond shape and made sure I could know where the tip of it was.
And
just so you guys can see that diamond shape still there. And I've erased that. But I just wanted you guys to see that. Okay, so then what do we do?
And then what you do here on the bottom is you can draw a heart with the bumps facing back, and this is the back of it.
Okay.
So then you can erase whatever thing you need to erase. Like I have to erase there on the diamond because I used my little base trick there.
Yeah, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that trick too, and there's my heart-shaped arrow. And again, I use that diamond base trick, which is kind of a reverse of the little bone we did once upon a time. That's a really neat idea. And if you want to have you want to play with this and make it look a bit like an arrow with flight and feather on it, you can put some lines to make it look like it's a feather, or you can make it the other way I would do it. Kind of how you draw a fire. Sort of do a wing. All right, and I know.
I have trivia.
What's your trivia? You start your trivia, and I will start my Cupid.
On which side of the body is the heart?
That's an excellent question. Which side of the body is the human heart? Is it on the left? Is it on the right? Or is it right smack dab in the middle?
And if you need help finding left from right,
you have a good tip?
Yeah. What you can do, I know this will be really weird for on camera, if you put your hands like this and curled on all your fingers except for your pointer and your thumb, whichever one to you, like this looks like it's not an L, but for me it is an L. as you can see on my mom's screen.
Mm-hmm.
Whichever one looks like
This would be your perspective. So
an L.
whichever one looks like an L on this screen.
This is the left,
That's my left hand.
and that'd be your right.
Mm-hmm. I love that tip. That's a great tip. So what side of the body is the human heart located? Left, right, or smack dab in the middle? It's a bit of a trick question. Not really, but I mean, if you're thinking extremes, it's a trick question. All right, and while we're waiting for people to answer that, I'm going to show you a few tips on how I would do Cupid. One of the things that you want to remember about Cupid is right now our modern version of Cupid. This is a bit of a hint, but I don't think I need to give one for one of my trivia questions later. Is that Cupid is normally depicted as a baby or angel, small cherub-like creature. So one of the things that I like to do, because I'm all about the cute and the cuddly, is I like to draw sort of very childlike or anime-like features for a cartoon.
At least now I like being on digital because I can lean down in front of the camera and it doesn't cover up my work.
Yeah, she's been very conscious about that, self-conscious about that lately. She's like, oh no, people can't see what I'm doing. So I start off with my circle, and instead of going with a really big chin, because kids in cartooning have a very big top part of their head and not so much a big part on there. I'm like miming to a camera that's not in front of me. That's pretty funny. That's okay. I talk with my hands. You would do a smaller chin because you would have more head space and larger eye space to really depict somebody who is a child or who is a kid. So let me just move this a bit more so you can see eyes. Then you would want to do 2 round spots for the eyes, but don't make those like that's not going to be the edge of your eyes in my example. That's just approximately where I'm going to put the eye sockets. I'm going to interrupt you, Miss Rainbows, for a second.
I don't know how do you move something from one layer to another because I put...
Oh, you want that on a different layer?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm going to do both for you. You ready for this? Here we go. We're going to circle like that. Can you reach over and do Control X? It's going to disappear. Oops. Okay, hold on. Control X. Try that again. Okay, Control V. A brief Photoshop lesson. There's your dude.
Yeah.
Okay, and before you do that, I'm going to come up here and see if anybody's answered our trivia question. Nobody's answered our trivia question. What side of the human body is the human heart? Left, right, or dead center? So I do a nice little round nose. I'm doing all of these basic shapes to plot where I'm going to put these features. I'm going to make this one a cute, chibi version of me as a cherub. I guess that means I would be in my diaper. I won't do that to you guys. And like we did with our bodies and our things, we'd make a smaller body in that kidney bean shaped. So that would be just a half circle for hips and a sort of smaller oval for the top. And that just makes your kidney bean shape to give your body. We combined it into one shape. Oh, hello, Grandma and Grandpa.
Hi.
So, here it is. What would you do for the eyes? Now, the reason I did these eye sockets is because this can give you an idea of where you want to put eyelids and eye sockets. In this case, I'm going to sort of do an anime-ish eye. And give it sort of that really cute.
Miss E and L. But both say left.
Left. Well, they would be correct, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Are they correct? Yes.
If you do your
They
L
are
trick,
correct.
if you feel on your chest, you can feel your heart bumping.
You can actually feel your heartbeat. That's right. And it's much stronger on the left. You can also, I'm hitting, and you may hear my voice going weird. But there's your sternum there. The big bone protects it, but it's just slightly to the left of that underneath. But it is on the left. So there you go. See, so what I've done is I've used that spot to remind me of where the eyes are going to be. And then because this is the bottom of the eye, you can sort of have fun things go on where like, okay, well, maybe I've got my cheeks are up a little bit. And they're being really cute. And there's the bottom of the eye socket. So I just make it the eye socket to help me figure out where those spaces are. So since we're drawing Cupid right at the moment, or a version of Cupid, and as I mentioned, Cupid isn't normally, it's just depicted in modern times as a very innocent looking baby angel character. Who is Cupid normally? Where is Cupid from historically? Does anybody know? Is Cupid, oh, you have a problem? Is Cupid a Greek god? A Roman god? I guess I won't say my commonality on that. Or is Cupid actually one of the angels? Because, I mean, we draw him as an angel. So there is my little cartoony version. I'm doing a bumpy nose because I have a bit of a big nose, and I love that about myself. Wow. And there's my eyebrows. So you can sort of see that gives this character a little bit more of a childish, exaggerated childish look.
Greek Italian.
Grandpa has a similar opinion, I think. But they were the same. They were sort of slightly stolen, weren't they? Romans and the Greek gods. Adapted, shall we say. Because then we can even go even further back, I'm sure.
A member of the Greek squad. A member of the Greek squad.
A member of the Greek squad. I know there's a few people that are drawing with us who have done some Greek mythology lately. So and Roman. Maybe have you guys done the Roman mythology? May have the answer to that, which is a big clue. It's not the third one.
That's actually what I suspected.
You suspected that? Okay, well, I'm making me as a ponytail because I have my ponytail. That's my thing. I wear my ponytail almost all the time now because my hair is so darn long. I haven't had a haircut for 2 years. That's right. I usually get my haircut in March. And guess what? I didn't get to do it last March. And then I didn't bother to do it. So I've got very long hair today. Long hair this time round. I'm okay with this. I think this particular Cupid, me, is not going to have, I've changed my smile up a bit because I didn't think she was smiling happy enough. And again, there we go. So you can do any features you want to do and change up this character any way you want to be your own chibi version, or look like you, or look like your friend, or look like your mom, or look like your dad. However you want to do this character as a little Cupid figure. So usually they have little wings. And one of the ways I use my basic shapes for wings is I draw, I'm a little far out for that. I draw an oval shape to start. And I'm only going to show part of it because of the way I've got this body turned. So you might only see one. Do you want the answer for Cupid?
Yeah.
Yeah? Cupid is the name of the Roman version of Eros, who is the Greek god of, well, not exactly the love that we celebrate in Valentine's Day. Which I always find interesting now that we have. When she is getting, of course, she still does. She still does. So now I'm going to draw a curved line just above my oval and bring it down like a triangle, and that's going to give the top part of my wing. And I'm going to repeat that shape 3 times, and then I have a little rounded curve like that to attach it to the back. And you can make as many of those as you want. I tend to do 3, maybe 4. And you can erase that oval again. To give it some dimension, take that top curve, and that will give you the fold of the wing. And that's just a cute little way to do a small wing. And you can sort of mirror that just a little bit on the other side. Will give you 2 wings. That's how I do it. Yep, so Cupid is the Roman god, and Eros was the Greek god. Supposed to be son of Aphrodite or Venus, goddess of love. Yep. See? I figured those two would have it because they were studying some stuff. So I'm studying some of that stuff. So Cupid is the Roman version. And what I find really interesting is that we celebrate Valentine's Day for love, but here's the next trivia question. Valentine's Day is a saint day for Saint Valentine, who was famous for what? There is no multiple choice on this one. What was Saint Valentine famous for doing? I think I'm going to put a little toga on this gal, just so we're not, totally nude and free. But there's nothing wrong with that, I suppose, if that's the way you're doing in your own private time, right? I'm going to make the arm. I guess I'm going to decide the arm is going to hang out like that with the hand, so I'll make my arm like so. It's a little chibi me.
You have an answer?
I have an answer. Shooting up bad guys in a warehouse. No! Grandpa! No, Grandpa. So what does Cupid normally have? A bow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that. Yes, but what was he famous for? Do you remember what he was famous for? Grandpa's giving us a bit of the history here. Which is why I find some of our traditions or our way of celebrating things is always very interesting when you look at it from a history perspective. Like, Cupid is so cute. I'm going to give a bow to the Cupid. And looks like it's all about innocence and stuff, but where are you going?
You know what to do? Fix
No, Grandpa. Grandpa's stuck on shot at people in a marketplace. You're mixing up your Valentine. So I'm going to make this a little, so my legs are going to be here, and I'm going to make them sort of, because we're making this all about being cute, and doing a triangle for the foot, circle for the ankle, and I'm making these really short, cute legs. And I'm making one toe dip, I think, and hide behind the leg there. But I'm also going to hide under all of that my little toga dress here, so I'm going to get to erase some of those lines. Toga dress. Now I can start adding little toes and the heels and the ankles. But every time I build a piece of this character, I'm trying to use my basic shapes that I see in that body part and then build from there. Oh, there's a little me as a Cupid character. So since Grandpa's being silly, St. Valentine was known for, when he was in jail, continuing to send letters of support and caring to children. Oh yes, he was killed in February. Yeah, this is why it's his murderous saint day. But he was known for sending messages of love and support against rules to children around Rome and the world, which was in part why, well, not for nefarious reasons, but which is in part why we send Valentines out to everyone, is to send our love and support to people and remind them that they're cared for, they're loved. Rather than all, flowers and chocolates, even though that's nice to be reminded by people that you're loved, it's always nice to have a message too. I think it's easier when we have like a multiple choice sometimes though, right? What exactly are you getting at? Because all of these are very good answers, except for the shooting people up. Come on, Grandpa. All ages here, all ages. Anyway, there's my quick little Cupid me. How's yours going?
I'm on a new layer working on a little thing that I'm going to make tiny.
Yeah?
And put it into my bigger picture.
Oh my goodness. Are you able to share what you're drawing?
Yeah.
Yeah? Share the story about what you're drawing?
I'm drawing, it's Cupid's hit somebody with the love arrow. So right now I'm drawing, right now I'm drawing right now a picture of what the person that's been hit's thinking.
Oh, I see. Do you have people that you like to send Valentines to?
Yeah.
Yeah? Who's somebody you'd like to send a Valentine to? An electronic Valentine this year.
I think I'm in a room with them.
To me?
Yeah.
Aww. You could actually give me a Valentine because we're in the same bubble. We're same family bubble. Oh no. No! My favorite purple color. If you joined me earlier today, this is the second marker I'm sadly going to need to replace, I think. No! That's okay. I have been authorized to go on an art supply shopping trip. Online, obviously.
Love from ground.
Comments are coming in through a little slow, I think, guys. Plus the feet. Plus, I think we're a little bit. Oh, I'm putting this on. Throwing. I think also there's a bit of a delay between broadcast and us seeing the comments. So fear not. So I have some restock and resupply I have to do in my art supplies. And if you're just joining for Draw With Me Kids today, I am doing a giveaway for my birthday week. Are you serious? This marker is also starting to go on me. Well, I am going shopping for sure. I'll get the ink to refill this one. All these are refillable, so that's the nice part of it. There, it's a me. It's a me, Cupid.
Enjoy the art shopping.
Oh, I'm definitely going to enjoy the art supply shopping. It's going to feel weird because I'll be doing it from like, I won't be in the store picking stuff up. But at least it's still art supplies. And that will be exciting.
She once, I felt like she bought out the whole store.
I did not buy
You bought so much that day.
Store. I was given a lot of money for a certain art store.
She would buy the whole store out. If you got her enough money, I swear she'd buy the whole store out.
I have a problem. I have an addiction. It's a good one, though.
Yeah, it's fine to be addicted to art.
Creating things is not all bad. So, since that is Cupid and I am done, are you almost done?
No.
No? Well, how about I work on some coloring while you work on your piece and tell us a little bit about the story behind it while I'm coloring.
Thanks for watching Draw With Me Kids Edition, episode 45, Hearts and Cupid. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, like, and subscribe. If you hit the notifications bell, then you'll never miss another Draw With Me Kids Edition ever again.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Whee!